Innovation Europe was set up 5 years ago, and the concept of the project was to bring together a community of people around social innovation in Europe. It was really designed to enhance and accelerate the field and connect people to events that are happening, local resources, and really bring together the vast amount of activity and knowledge there already is on social innovation. And so what we've done is we've tried to connect to some of the most important topics around Europe that are facing Europeans today.
So we decided to focus on long-term integration of migrants in this event because loads of people are actually working on the emergency phase, which is of course very, very important and fundamental. But these people are going to stay for long, and from their arrival and from the welcoming, we have to think already about their long-term integration. These people are going to live with us, they are going to stay with us, we're going to learn from them, we're going to enrich each other, and that's why we wanted to dedicate this event to their integration.
There are citizens in Europe, for example, who believe that there are 3 times more migrants in their countries than there actually are, and as a result of this, they're putting a lot of pressure on policymakers that are disproportionate to the realities.
Historically, migration is a very powerful engine for development. The point is, what do we do with the process, with the migration flows, in order to make them a force of development?
More than 88% of people arriving to Europe are actually living from violence or war. So these people are entitled to protection, and border and fences should never be put to them. And we see that even if we put them, these people will find another way. So it's a totally counterproductive policy.
Integration nowadays in Europe, and especially in the south of Europe, is not employment, is not labor, but is creativity, is the capacity of connecting. Here in Sicily, we have a lot of instruments, a lot of tools for enhancing the cross-fertilization between people. And what we dream is giving tools to the immigrants in order to become self-sustainable in their own business.
Certainly, Europe is part of the problem, but I do believe that Europe is actually part of the solution. And if we can, thanks to those people who are trying to achieve results indeed, if we can change the narrative around migration, if we can show positive side, if we can turn it into an opportunity, we'll manage to get headlines slightly different, more on the positive side. And I think this is what we need, and thanks to this event, is what we will get.
I think the most important thing is to understand why we do this kind of event here. We are in Sicily, we are at the margin of the European Union, and this is why it became interesting to be here, because this is the place where things can be done.
One of the interesting features of being here in this group is that I think there's a lot of people who, like us, are trying to transform the problem into an opportunity by working with people.
Hopefully what we've done over the last 2 days is bring people together to talk about these challenges in a more helpful way, so we can accelerate the field of innovation across Europe.
The reason why we wanted to come is to see other projects, find out what other people are doing in other parts of Europe, local contexts are, because ours in Greece is much different, and do some networking and find out some other techniques and approaches that other people have had.
The networking space was great. I networked with all of these persons that I wanted to see, and I found some best practice cases that were useful for me. Some parts of them I could use as well.
I met a lot of people, not only from integration and migration field, but also from social innovation, and I found it rather strange, yet very interesting. So actually now I think that this type of mixture is really good, because it forces you to look on the issues from different angles and in that way to comprehend the whole picture.
It's a different way of getting projects together and connecting people, intelligences and experiences to actually connect and collaborate to build new cases, new activities, new initiatives and new programs that can actually be replicated throughout models of social innovation and prototyping solutions and iterating what actually creates most value for the migrants but also for the local communities. I think what we're trying to do today is connecting these two groups of people in order to create a shared value and a shared sense of community.